Hey YouTube, hope everybody been blessed. Hope everybody's well. I want everybody to pray for me. I want to give a shout out to my little brother Orange Flavor. Praying for you, brother. Brother JT. I miss your show you had the other day. We had a little problem to find a babysitter, so I had to sit there one out, but I want you to let me know, so what you're doing, because I want to be out there to support you, brother, you know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing else, but you know how it is. So we got kids. It's hard to find, a babysitter when you wanna get out. But all that being said, I wanna give a shout out to Midi Man, PP Drums, iRock, the whole YouTube family and everybody listening, man. I got a word I wanna share with some people. It's mostly a reminder. At times, depression can come upon you real easily when you're going through problems. Because it's like in this life, we always, if it's not one thing, it's another. It's like you can be doing good for the first half of the day, and all of a sudden something happens, bam, you're down, you know what I'm saying? It can be small and it can be big. It can be big, it can be the biggest point as to, so if you can't really handle it, like a divorce, all of a sudden you're about to get a divorce, and all this time you've been depending on God, you've been going through it with your little things, but now since this big deal, the divorce happened, now you wonder, do God love me, or is God with me? Really, you really question. Well, to whatever your big deal is, and to whatever you thinking that that's having you might not say it with your mouth, but you probably had that other spirit coming to your head to asking you these questions or certain I never said it with your mouth, but if you ever said that, because when certain things like that happen, and you be like, shoot, I just want this fixed. I never did nothing wrong. I'm always doing this. I'm good. I ain't did nothing to nobody. Why does that have to happen to me? Well, we have to remember about what he did. Now we ready for his new blessings. Now we're not just going back on his old blessings. He blesses us every day with grace and mercy. But you also looking at other things that he had work out for you. When you're talking to him, as he works it out on your job, as he works it out in your life with your family, as he works it out with your kids. Your kids is acting crazy. Your mother-in-law, your mother is acting crazy. Your brothers, and you're saying when he works things like that out for you through the years and through the process, those are blessings from God, and we must acknowledge those as blessings from God. So we can call those, big things. But immediate things that's actually happening to you, you're having health problems, things that might have you questioning, like, man, what is, is this or that, Well, that's the time we go back and we remember what he did in the past when we thought that there was no way out of it, that we thought that was the end of our lives. And we thought that it was, we couldn't see that tomorrow was gonna be it. Times if you ever had any kind of anxiety in speaking in front of people, and once you start speaking, at first you like, oh man, you can't, you just so, I guess, anxious, you can have nerves, whatever, before you're speaking to a crowd full of people. But then once you start to go and you start getting comfortable, you're like, oh, this wasn't murder like I thought it was gonna be. Once you go through process of it. Once you go through the first minute or so of you just going through your speech or whatever, you know, first then you get comfortable. Then, you know, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Or before a football game, you know, you had anxiety. You had that, you know, something. You're probably not nervous. You just ready to get out there and get it over with. You know those type of feelings that come over you. You know, is part of your body. Chemicals, reactions. You know, it's emotional reactions to certain things. But a lot of times when we do say things, we really don't mean much. And a lot of times we think things that we don't mean. That's why we pray to God to help our thoughts, you know. And a lot of times reading the Bible, studying, and meditating. Now that's an old word there, you know, that we must do. We must meditate on the word, you know, to keep these thoughts and keep these reactions of emotions to the minimum. Because it's like you say, they're there already, you know, and keep those evil spirits, you know, at bay. Read and meditate on the word. You can even get the Lord's Prayer, Our Father. First, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. So you go there and, you know, you study and you meditate. And when you meditate the Lord's Prayer, you start from hour. You sit back there and, you know, you meditate on it. Our Father. It's our Father. Meditate on the word. Who? You know, and you know, you just meditate over the whole word like that. That's what I mean by study and meditate. This is what these old people back in the day, you know, it's what they did. Barely hear this though. But you study, you meditate on the word by word, word by word. And a lot of times God will open up, you know, things to you, you know, that you'll never fathom, you know, once you do things like that. So that'll help you in those times when you're thinking, when you feel those emotions, when you get those thoughts in your head, you know, about certain matters or issues that you're going through in your life. You know, so this is what helps me when I'm going through some things, you know, when I get myself in trouble or when the tests come upon me, you know, when I'm getting tested. So I figure, you know, that if it will help somebody, you know, you probably like just a reminder to a lot of the folks, you know, the studiers and everything. But like I say, just think about what he did do for you and how he got you out of that other situation that you probably just got out of. And a lot of us sometimes are so, you know, never satisfied and ungrateful. And that's another spirit that we have to get out of, the selfishness. You know, we're not thankful for what people do for us. We always want more and more. But once we have Jesus Christ in our life, another thing we don't have to do is worry about a thing. You know, once we did all we can, the only thing we can do is have faith and stand on his word. Do the word. So, all right, YouTube. They want to keep you on this long. I just wanted to bring a reminder to the YouTube family. You know, if it's coming to the point where you want to walk out, you want to quit, you want to go to other measures, you want to give up on God, don't give up on God. Some say, because he never gave up on you. Don't give up on God, because he won't give up on you. You know, just stand there, you know, and just remember, you know, I remember when he brought my family together, you know. I remember when he took this habit away from me, made it so that I never have to do it again. I remember when he brought me out of hell and put me on my feet, so now that I'm standing where I am today. You know, I remember them boys were shooting at me, and he did not let one bullet hit me. Remember these times. Remember those times. And don't forget them. Pass them on to somebody else. Be a testimony to somebody else who needs it. Alright, YouTube. Be blessed. Don't give up on God. Remember, He won't give up on you. Alright, YouTube. Be blessed.